So class, welcome to our today's session. The first session for the greater second semester this year 2025. My name is CPA Steven, and I'm the one to take you through the financial reporting up to the end, up to the time you'll be doing your August paper. And therefore, I call for all of you to coordinate and cooperate as we move and navigate through this semester. Now, today will be our first session, and we're going to look at some of the things that we need to do, some of the things that we need to focus on as far as this semester is concerned, as far as the unit is concerned. Because, you know, if we are not together, we cannot move together. If you don't agree, we cannot move together. Great. What I want you first of all to confirm is whether you're able to chat, because that is the major thing that we're going to use. Are you able to chat? Are you able to chat? If you try to unmute yourself, you see you're not able to unmute. That one is regulated from this end. But now chat. Are you able to chat? Kindly try, and for you to do that, you can just say or type Y for yes to confirm that you're able to chat. You're able to use the chat box, so that when you have a question, you can raise the question through the chat. Mwalimu will be in a position to see your question and respond. So our communication is through the chat box. Our communication is through the chat box. Are you able to hear Mwalimu at the moment? And are you able to chat? Great. Victoria Mumbi, that is very good. Na karibu sana, that is very good. Great. Quinta, that's very good. Please do that testing. It's very important. It's very, very important. So that in any case, you need electric and asante. That is very good. That is very good. Another person. Another person. The person. Great. So that is okay. That is okay. So our communication will be through the chat box. If you have a question, you need a clarification, you shall be using the chat box. That is very important. So don't just stay with the question until maybe you take it to the WhatsApp group and it could have been answered via the chat in the live session. So I want to welcome all of you and commend you for the greater decision that you have made. Financial reporting is a very simple paper. It is a manageable paper, a paper that all of you are going to pass. But there are some of the things that we need to look at. There are some of the things that we need to maintain from now up to the time we shall be doing our exam. The first thing is commitment. Commitment in a class attendance, the live session, like the one we are having. We need to be committed in attending these classes, live classes. Okay, it's good that classes are recorded, but I always recommend that try your best to attend the live session. Through the live session, you can be able to donge and ask a question directly to Mwalimu. If you wait for the recording, okay, in one way or the other, you might find yourself missing a session. And it is not all lost, or it's not lost, because you're going to get the same recording in our learning management system, which will assist you to recover. So please be committed in attending our live classes. That is a game changer, and it will really help you. It will help you big. So there are some of there will be several engagements between you and Mwalimu. Remember, this is just a two-way. We are learning together. So it will be a two-way communication. It will be a two-way communication. There'll come a time you will be required to do some assignment and share. There'll come a time you'll be required to form some group discussion, whereby those group should be very active. We don't expect you to form a group and it is a very, very dormant group. So in such a time, we have seen those group working magic. We have seen people who engage in those group passing. So those are some of the tools that you use in order to pass, right? So if given assignment, please attempt. If we are told to create some group discussion, either a group of 10 individual, please create and have that leadership skill in mind, that you're able to coordinate that group. Because mwalimu cannot coordinate maybe 20 groups or maybe 10 groups alone, right? So we need to have several individuals who will be leading those groups. So that leadership skill is also required as far as the groups are concerned. So I'm calling you upon to participate in every activity that we're going to handle this semester. And I know by the end of the day, you're going to achieve what you're looking at. I know all of us are looking at a pass. All of us want to pass this paper and move to the next level. And that will happen. If all of us are committed. And are sacrificing. And I can attest that you guys, you have started well. If you chose the early morning session, remember this is a session that it's through sacrifice you attend the session, right? It's through sacrifice because you've left, you sleep, you've decided that I'm going to focus, I'm going to learn this unit, and I'm going to pass. So that is a bold step that you've taken, and I really commend you for that. So what we're going to do today, we're going to introduce the topic. And see how far we can get. And for today, we're going to take just 1 hour. We started at exactly 5, so by exactly 6, we will be done. So this week, we shall be using 1 hour. Shall be using 1 hour. Now, I want you to ask me a question before I start unfolding the units that we have under financial reporting. So anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? Any question? Okay, seems that no question, and all of us have understood. So maybe the last thing, if Mwalimu asks a question that is an open one, just use Y for yes, agreeing with that, and N for no, or no for you are going to use N, like that. To simplify our communication, we shall be using Y for yes and N for no to simplify our communication. Sometimes I'll be giving you some task to do, and you are expected to use D for done. Some exercises that will help you to practice on your speed and accuracy. Some exercises. So be very ready. To tackle them. And from the start, we say that there's no proxy. You have come alone here, right? There's no one who is representing you, right? So don't assume that if somebody give the answer, you say that is still the same, my answer. No. We encourage you to give what you're getting, right? give what you are getting. Even if what you are giving us has been given by another person, that is the answer for that other person, not yours. So please let the chat box be filled with your answers. So please stand by yourself. Stand by yourself. You've enrolled this class alone, so there's no proxy. There's no person who is representing you. You are the one. You are the one. So stand out. Stand out to be counted. Stand out to be counted. Kindly confirm whether we are together. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? This is a test that we do so that we see those people who are able to use the chat box. So if you don't use it right now, it will be difficult for you even to ask a question. Yes. Great. They said Asante. Yes. Those yeses indicate that you're able to use the chat box. Remember, there's no voice, right? Voice is maybe when Mwalimu want to unmute you to answer the question verbally, or you read the question. So please do the test. Do the test whether you are able to use the chat box. If your chat box has a problem, we'll be able to fix it. But if you don't use, we'll not know whether you have a problem. So I hope all of us are able to access the chat box. The chat box is below there. If you look at your Zoomer, you'll be able to find it down there, under the tax bar, or above the tax bar. If you're using your computer, above the tax bar, you see those all those property under the Zoom. Good. Now, class, when we talk about financial reporting, it is financial reporting and analysis. Please, if you return up to this point, you can extend and say financial reporting and analysis. We have an aspect of what? Analyzing, right? We have one topic of analyzing. So it is financial reporting and analysis. Just have that. According to 𝐎𝐿 syllabus, this is paper number 9. After financial management, huwa tunakuja financial reporting. Kumbuka zimepangwa na numbers. This is paper number 9. This is paper number 9. And the examiner expects you to learn several things. If you're able to complete the syllabus, you'll be able to do the following. You will be able to account for various assets and liability. And of course, that mark the first topic. The first topic, which is accounting for assets and liability. For those who are doing this paper for the first time, I know you, if you're not exempted, if you're not exempted foundation level, you did financial accounting. You know what is an asset, you know what is a liability. Now, how do we account for those assets and liability? Accounting for asset and liability. You'll be able to get to know that. Under the accounting for asset and liability, we shall have investment property. Number next will be assets used in exploring for and evaluating for mineral resources. Right? This is just an overview of what we have under the course outline. Then we have financial assets and financial liability. That is, how do we recognize financial assets? How are they classified? And the initial measurement, subsequent measurement, and reclassification and derecognition. Remember, an item that is recognized can as well be derecognized. What are some of the reasons that we can derecognize an asset or an item? Let's just say an item, because it can deal with the asset or liability. What are some of the factors that can lead to derecognition of an asset or a liability? And remember something else. All of us are learning. So there's no one who is going to look at what you're giving us and then intimidate you. There's no intimidation in this class, right? So you just try, you give your trial, and then if you get it right, That's very good. If you get it wrong, if it is not correct, there's no problem. There's no one who is going to beat you. There's no one, right? The better thing or the better part of it is that we're going to know the correct thing. You're going to know the correct. So we're learning together. Mwalimu is learning from you and you're learning from Mwalimu. Learning is a continuous what? A process. So class, just try. Where do you think, or what are some of the factors that may lead to a derecognition of an asset? Remember, maybe we had recognized them in the financial statement or statement of financial possession, and then we want to recognize what might have happened. In most cases, it happened either in leases. The purpose has been met, right? The purpose has been met, and therefore we have to withdraw, withdraw it. Sale of an asset for instant. Ivy and Tombia, sale of an asset. That's a great trial. Once now you eliminate it from your stock, you have recognized it, right? Good. Leases, we shall be able to look at leases, current and deferred tax on the same, government grants, provision, contingent liability in assets. So that will be totally topic number one. Topic number two is accounting for specialized transaction. Accounting for specialized transactions. So under this topic class, we're going to look at revenue recognition, purchase under the same is a basic application of revenue recognition principles to hire, purchase, consignment, sales, construction contract, and joint arrangements. Then we shall be having effect of changes in exchange rate. Then borrowing cost. That will be done. Topic number two will be done. Topic three, preparation of financial statement for different entities. Preparation of a financial statement for different entities, that is transactions. Conversion of partnership into a company, of course, a limited company. Professional firms, accountants, lawyers, how do they prepare their what? Their accounts. Doctors, engineers, how do they prepare their accounts? Because if you look at professional firms, the practitioners, right? Professional firms. What do they do? Do they have a tangible product? This is just a general question directed to you. Do they have a tangible product? If I talk about lawyers, do they have a tangible product? Something that you can see? They have? This is just a yes or no, It's just a yes, a very simple question, right? So don't complicate things. In this class, please don't complicate. Just get it the way it is, the way it is. No, they don't have a tangible product, right? What they deal with are services. They offer services, right? Doctor anapeleka expertise yake pale, expertise and knowledge, anapatia mgonjwa service. So we don't have something which is tangible. They deal with clients, right? So they prepare the financial statement differently from other entity. We will be able to see that. We'll be able to see that. Agricultural activity, farmers. I know some of you are farmers. I know some of you are farmers. How do you prepare financial statement as farmers? How do you prepare financial statement as farmer? That's also something that we need to be very keen in the forthcoming exam, that is August. Why? Because imekaa sana bila kuleta. We expected that April wanaweza ileta, still hawakumanage kuweka pale. So that one, how do a farmer make or prepare the financial statement? How do they prepare the financial statement? How do you account for milk maybe consumed by employees? The labor provided by the family. How do you account for that? How do we say? How do we value? By the way, you know, according to the standard, we are now moving to the accruals. We are moving to the accruals. Who have heard that story? We are moving accounting to the accruals. Hii cash basis sasa mambo inaenda ikibadilika. Who have heard something of accruals? Some people talking about it. Have you heard that being mentioned somewhere? Maybe by your friends. Atuambia tunaenda meeting, engaging with other accountants. Accruals, not yet. Not yet. Yes, you're going to accruals whereby now, if we talk about game pack, we are now going to look at maybe the value of the animals, all the animals that are there in the game pack. Hey, now, how do we give an elephant value? Somebody. Now things are going that route. How do we give an elephant value? Or do we look at the value? We count all the animals in the game park and then we give them the value. Ikiwa kubwa yote. A consolidated one. How do we give an elephant value? Somebody. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Elephant tunaipatia value. Tasema this is worth 2 million. Somebody, let me see your thinking. You have to think. You have to think. Remember, this is just the first session whereby we have to interact a little bit. Value. We have elephant. We have giraffe. We have lion. How do you value that? Do we weigh it with tunaipima na kilo? Now how? Let's think about that. According to age, I like what Clara is telling us there. Yes. That's a profound thinking. According to age. Kuna kadogo. Like that. So mambo iko, Mambo iko. Health condition, kama ni mgonjwa, okay. You guys are great, According to revenue contribution, yeah, those are discussions that are now ongoing. Those are discussions that are ongoing. But I would like you guys to finish this thing very fast so that tunaweza kufanya nini? Contribute. You can see you have very great contributions. That's very good. That's very good. Try linking with those people who attended some seminars and try to see what they are doing. What they are doing. So we shall be able to look at pensioner plans. Shall be able to look at cooperative societies under the same. That is topic number 3. Then we have topic number 4, preparation of published financial statement. You know, all those companies that are listed in the Nairobi Security Exchange, it is mandatory for them to prepare what? To prepare financial or to publish their financial statements. Example of such a company, class? Example of such a company? That hata nikienda online ni just Google haraka itapata their financial statement. Siwanze hata na Safaricom, their financial statement ziko zote. They need to publish. It's a requirement. Any other company? Any other company? KPLC, yes. Kenya Power. Okay. KPMG, yes. The big 5, The big 5. Now, but then I came to realize we have Ernst and Martin. We have Ernst and Young, and Ernst and Martin. Who know that? Ernst and Martin. Still, I enjoy you. Ernst and Young and Ernst and Martin. Ernst and Young, Ernst and Martin. It's still an audit firm. Deloitte, EY. Yeah, they do prepare. Banks and Grant Thornton. Yes. Quinta. Iko Western, Western, si ndio? 𝐬𝐵L, ya hata 𝐬𝐵L ukitaka utazipata pale. All those companies that are listed in Nairobi Security Exchange, it is mandatory for them. It is mandatory for them to do what? To publish their financial statement. Reasons. Let's get some reasons. Reasons. Haya, tupate reasons. Hizi mulisoma kule chini. Under financial reporting. Reasons for why the company should publish the financial statement. Accountability. Yes. Accountability. That's very true. Kiki, asante. Kiki, is that your full name? Accountants, we need nakuja na jina yako kamili, eh? Compliance. 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 Transparency. Transparency. Use your real. It will be very good for accountants to be performance, measurement, exactly, attract investors. Those are very, very nice responses from you guys. Yes, to attract investors. Yeah, investors. Okay. If your company is performing very well, you have now to publish your financial statement out there, and they should be reflecting the true and fair view. True and fair view. That's why it is always good for those statement to be audited. True and fair view, so that you don't give an information which is not correct. An information that when we use it to make decision, it will mislead the company. It will mislead the company. So in that case, the information should be very accurate. It should be very, very accurate. Very accurate. Performance measurement. Performance measurement. So we shall be able to publish the reputation. Yes, reputation. But those private company, is it possible for you, those private companies that are not registered under NSE, is it possible even to peep and see their financial statement? They hide. They hide. Does your company publish the financial statement? Hata zingine zinawekwa kwa gazeti. Does your company do that? If your company does not do that, if your company does not do that, tunaendelea kuomba Mungu. Tunaendelea kuomba Mungu, because you cannot know hata wakati inaanguka. Problem. You see? Problem. To display goodwill. Yes, that's very true. To display goodwill. Yeah. So that is it. Published financial statement. We shall be able to look at a presentation of financial statement. That is one. Accounting policies, changes in accounting estimate and errors, events after the reporting period, after reporting what happens, discontinued operations, discontinued operation. Then we have the next topic, number 5, which is accounting and financial statement for interest in other entities. We shall be having subsidiaries. This is where we will be able to see group consolidations, whereby we want to bring the financial statement of one company, or the items of the financial statement of one company, we bring them to the parent company. We shall be able to see those companies' names, and we are able to come up with one statement. We call it consolidated statement, consolidated statements. We shall be able to look at that. The same, we shall be able to look at associate and joint venture, still types of companies, accounting treatment on investment in subsidiary, associate and jointly controlled entities in financial statement. Then we have branches, but that one is not common. Branch account kuna vile tu inaenda ikitoka. Branch account has very small content. Then we have public sector accounting standard. Now this one favors those who work in public sector. Presentation of financial statement, accounting policies, changes in accounting estimate and errors, effects of changes in foreign exchange rates, revenue from exchange transaction, and revenue from non-exchange property, plant, and equipment, and so on and so forth. Then we have the final one, which is analyzing financial statement. Analyzing financial statement using either vertical method, horizontal method, and ratios. Analyzing financial statement using the two. By the way, in the previous exam, they brought that walileta both in financial management and financial reporting analysis. Analysis of financial statement. I think there'll come a time when some things will start repeating themselves. Some things will start repeating themselves, because if you count from maybe when 𝐎𝐿𝐴 started, 1986, around there, up to now, those are very, very many years, and the content nearly. That's why you've seen them coming up with some new courses like business data analytics, because things are changing. Things are changing. So class, briefly, that will be the content to cover under the financial reporting and analysis. The financial reporting and analysis. Any question? Any question? Any question? Can I get a question? Any question? Just ask a question. Okay, as you type your question, if you have any pass rate for this unit, Abdi Wahab anauliza a very nice question. Pass rate for this unit, pass rate for this unit, pass rate for this. People do pass the paper. People do pass. People do pass. People do pass the paper. The paper is very easy. Yeah? Once you know the format, mambo inakuwa mzuri. You know the best part of these paper is that it is a reporting paper. It has format. It has a format. So once you understand the format, if you talk about cash flow, we have the format for cash flow. So ukishaielewa, mambo inakuwa rahisi. And we make it very simple for you to understand. We make it very simple for you to understand. So people do pass. People do pass. People do pass. Remember, every paper, unafaa tu kupata 50%. 50%. That's a very nice question. Good. Now, remember, we shall be adding these cars at exactly 6. So I want us to maybe start by looking at a topic there. By the way, we're not going to follow 𝐻𝐸 topic 1, topic 2, topic. That's not the way. That's not the way. We are going to do what? We are going to start with the public sector accounting. Public sector accounting, right? Public sector accounting. That is where we're going to start. Public sector accounting. So just have that. Public sector accounting. That is where we're going to start. All the way. So topic number 1 will be the last one to tackle. We have some small things, more subtopics. So at least the other is subtopics, and it take some time. So let's first of all understand all these other things where maswali inakuja na max 20 like that tumalizane na hizo vitu, and then hizo vitu zingine baadaye. So we shall start by introducing public sector accounting. Public sector accounting. How do the ministries, those ministries that are governed by the government, how do they prepare their financial statement? We start by maybe defining a public sector entity. So what is a public sector entity? Let's define that. Public sector entity, you say that it is refers to the entities that are controlled by the government. It refers to all entities that are controlled by the government. Sometimes unazita parastatus, ndio? All entities that are controlled by the government. All entities that are controlled by the government. That is what we call the public sector entities. All entities that are controlled by the government. For example, e.g. Gunpatie kadhaa, kuna mtu okay, tulikuwa tumezitaja mahali tuliziguza as well, eh? So, what are some of those parastatals? Ni kama gani? Kama gani? Andika KPLC, Kenya Power, eh? Ingine? Ala, ziko mingi parastatals, eh? Ziko mingi sana. Kenya Power, gani ingine? Accountants. Huh? Just mention them. Good. Then I want us to define public sector KCC, Kenya Creameries Cooperative. Yes, KWS. Ndizo hizo sasa. National. Ndio hiyo sasa. All those are parastatals. So let's define public sector accounting. This is now the process. Public sector accounting. Yes, KPA. Yes, public sector accounting. This is now the process. Kenya Pipeline. Yes. Say that it is the process through which public sector prepare their financial statement. It is the process through which public sector prepare their financial statements. Process through which public sector prepare their financial public sector entity prepare their financial statements. Their financial statements. There are several standards. We have the standard that govern this. And for the preparation of the financial statement, they use 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 1. So 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 1. Yeah? International Public Sector Accounting Standard 1. I put it here. International Public Sector Accounting Standard 1. This is the standard that governs the accountants in the public sector to prepare their financial statement. To prepare their financial statement. By the way, what is the bond that help in formulating this? What is the bond? Maybe you can give me using the abbreviation. The bond. It's just simple. The board. It is 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. International Public Sector Accounting Standard Bond. 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. Now work a B, work a B. 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. Ni vizuri ujue hivyo, the board that help in now coming up with the policies, 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬, asante. Yes, 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. International Public Sector Accounting Standard International Public Sector Accounting Standard Bond. Now, we say that 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 is a subcommittee of IFAC. It is a subcommittee of IFAC. It is a subcommittee of IFAC, International Federation. Yeah. Hapa utaongeza S. 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. National Public Sector Accounting Standard Board. Yes, you can just add an S there. So you say that 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 is the one that governs the presentation of the financial statement. 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. It is the standard that governs the presentation of financial statement. So we have some components of financial statement. What are some of the components of financial statement? I'll have them down there. Component of financial statement. Somebody? Components of financial statement. That to do just a very nice introduction. Components. Tunajikumbusha tu as we open up our mind. Component of financial statement. Kumbuka moja. Components. Components of financial statement. Patie moja. Components of financial statement. There's somebody who's given us all of them. Yeah. This is very good. Asanteni. Quinta, we have under Abdi. Great. We have income statement, statement of financial position, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity, and then we have the notes to financial what? Good. Thank you so much. Now, the better part, balance sheet nowadays, now they are telling us to call it statement of financial position. Sawa. So, your balance sheet, your squeeze it tunaita statement of financial position. Asante. Good. Now, when you talk about the component of financial statement, just indicate there. We have income statement, statement of financial position, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity, and the notes to financial statement. The better part in this is that we shall be focusing on too fast. The income statement and the statement of financial position. Those two. Cash flow tutapatana nayo mahali separate. Whereby we'll be able now to prepare and present what? The cash flow. Class, let's look at, I hope you've written all those below here. Just have them. Are you done? Kila mtu amemaliza hiyo. Kuandika the components. Are you done? Y for yes, N for no. Are you done? Umemaliza? Just listing them. Hapo. Good. Asante. Sasa, I want us to start with the first one. How do we now present statement of financial performance? Financial performance. Na hii pia tukue makini sana, Kuwe makini sana for this one. Kuwe makini sana. So for the statement of financial performance, I just need to have my column there, 2 columns, and I have my income. Income less expenses, I'll be able to get either surplus or deficit. Na nitakuwa sawa. So in this regard, I can have budget appropriation as the income. And I can put it in my last column like that, or second column. Fee charged. Transfer from other ministries. By the way, I advise you to have ministries, to have a highlighter. I usually encourage my student to have a highlighter. Like for instance, this transfer from other ministry, strike it through vizuri with a highlighter of the best of your best color. It can be a yellow. A yellow one, bring it very well. You highlight that. Transfer from other ministry, because we shall be having under the expense transfer to other ministry. So those are things that you need to take care of. And then we have other revenues. Other revenues. Naweza weka hapo upate total revenue pale, total income. Then on the other side tuko na expenditure. Hapa chini weka expenditure, adjust it. Expenditure tunaweza kuwa transfer to other ministry. Naweza tumia for today you can use yenye unatumia chache to other ministries. Weka hiyo column ya kwanza. Then salaries. Weka hapo salaries. Hope you're able to see. I'll adjust depreciation on PPE. Pia wao wako na PPE zenye zina depreciate and so on and so forth. And so on and so forth. So in that case, me adjust kidogo like that. Hapo sasa tukiwa na hiyo, we shall be having now the total expenditure here. Na hiyo expenditure tunafanya nini? Tunatoa. Sasa these ministries of government, the parastatal, they are not there to make profits. Okay. Sijui kama kumebadilika but the main objective of parastatals is to do what? Someone. Is it to make profit? This one I think I need to adjust andamana vizuri. Is it? No one who is reminding us the main objective of the government institutions is to offer service to what? To the public. Sawa. So what we get here is not profit. It is either, you can either get a surplus or a deficit. Surplus or a deficit. Sawa. Surplus will be a positive one. Haya, hii ingine itakuwa a negative one. Sawa. So if the income are more than the expense or the expenditure, you get surplus, and vice versa is true, and vice versa is true, and vice versa is true. Great. Having said that, that is how you'll be. Of course, we have other items. As we do the questions, we shall be able to see other items coming under income and other coming under expenses. Other items. Then we have the statement of financial position. Of course, this one, some of the same, but there is a slight problem, a slight change or a slight difference. Statement of financial position. Statement of financial position. So for the statement of financial position, of course, we shall be having the non-current asset, current asset like that. Tutakuwa nayo hapo hivyo. Non-current asset. Kawaida tu, naweza kuwa na PPE, motor vehicle, like that. Ziweka pale. Current asset. Our still naweza kuwa na inventory. Receivable. Naweza pia kuwa na bank ama cash naweka hapo. Total yako, total assets like that. Total asset like that. And then we have financed by. Sasa hapa ndio tu shida ama tofauti inatokea. Remember, in the parastatus, do we have shareholder, by the way? Under parastatus, do we have shareholders? They come in and contribute in the growth of that business. No. Mkono yenye iko pale ni ya serikali, and therefore we don't have shareholder. We have accumulated fund. Accumulated fund. That is the only difference that we have here. Accumulated fund item. Then non-current liability. And current liability ni kawaida. Liabilities kama debenture. Cost for more than one. Yeah. Current liability. Current liabilities. Current liability. And this current liability ni rahisi kwa sababu tutakuwa na maybe payables. Let me just use one payable like that. And then it will be our total. Hapo chini tuko na total what? Total not equity. Even I can just leave it like that. I know the total financing should be equal to the same as total asset in that order. So that is how we are going to prepare. The financial statement of financial position. Now, I'll share with you the past paper link to the past paper or the past paper. I'll also look at the document for the past paper from 2009 to 2015 because we shall be referring to some of them. And there's a question I'll just share with you. Kidogo tu, you attempt it so that when it comes to our next session, which will be on Thursday, we shall be able to tackle all those questions under the same. But for today, class, for today, that is marking the end of our session. Do we have somebody with a question? And in case you have those past paper, I want you to attempt May 2015, question number 3. Course 3A, May 2015, question number 3A. May 2015, question number 3A. Kindly, if you have those, past paper. But I'll share with you. To offer that one we did, Derek Asante. So class, that is it for introduction. What is a debenture? Debenture is a loan. Of course, I could have said 10% debenture. It's a loan and it's a long-term loan. It is a long-term loan. So, long-term loan, repayable within maybe 2 years, 3 years, like that. The loan. So, we have two types of debenture, redeemable and irredeemable. Redeemable, it has maturity period. Irredeemable does not have maturity period. So class, that is it for today. Allow us to end it at that point until we meet next time. I'll share that document with the questions so that you're able to attempt this one. Awesome. I hope we are together up to that point. Is that true? By the way, for true or false, ni T ama F, Sawa. Like that. Asanteni sana na mkuwe na siku njema. Goodbye, and God bless you. Can we have the recording? Recording will be in the learning management system. The IT team, the LMS support team are going to upload it there. Asanteni. Good day.